everyone. Welcome back to Orchestrated Rams here with Ian at the LA Rams Podcast Network. And today, we'll be breaking down Rams versus 49ers Week 3. And gosh, what a fantastic game this was. Great individual efforts by Rams players, and what a great overall comeback this was for the Rams against their arch rival, the 49ers. And, shoot, let's get into it. All right, so in this first most impactful play of the game in my eyes, second quarter, 1:15 left in the half. The Rams have been getting pretty dominated through this entire first half. They're down 2 touchdowns. It's 0-14 here, and they're alive in this drive because not too long earlier, they converted a fake punt run on 4th down to keep the drive going. So here they are now, red zone opportunity, trying to punch it in here on the 2nd and 9 situation. And what do they end up doing? Well, we have a streak or go route up top. You have Williams, the running back, running what many call a Texas route, which is the running back comes out like he's running the flat, but then slants it back in like a slant into the middle of the field, Texas route. Then you have inside slot receiver Robinson running a post. You have the more inside receiver running a delayed slant, Johnson, where he's kind of slow playing it and then he hits it. And then you have Tutu Atwell, the bottom receiver, running like a fade go route. Hits it to the outside and then he jets upfield. So that's what's happening offensively, with everyone else pass blocking, of course. Defensively, in my eyes, what it is that the Niners defense is trying to disguise this as cover 2. Cover 2 meaning that there's 2 people responsible deep. But what it ends up being is cover 1 man, where you have man here, man there. This safety is back like it's cover 2, but he's actually man-to-man with Robinson. You have man up top, linebacker man with the running back, and then you have Hufanga, the safety, responsible deep, and then you have Fred Warner free zone underneath there. Cover 1 man, but it kind of looks like cover 2. They're trying to disguise it in my eyes. So I think Stafford recognizes that, and as I let this thing go here, you will see that Stafford does an insane job with his eyes and head movement, not giving away where he wants to throw this football. So ball snap, you see everyone running their routes, and when you're running zone as a middle linebacker, and especially in this cover 1 man-to-man aspect scheme that they're doing here, the 49ers defense, the responsibility of a middle linebacker is to see where the quarterback is potentially going to throw that football. Read his eyes, read his head, read his body. Is there any, tails that are going to help you make a play on the football? Break it up, intercept it, cause a fumble, make a quick tackle, whatever. So Stafford is also keeping his eyes purposely forward, not trying to give away to all-pro Fred Warner here what he's going to do, but he knows it immediately that Kyron is going to beat this linebacker on that Texas route. And so what ends up happening as we let this thing go a little bit more? You see, right at the last minute, then you see Stafford load up to throw that ball. Fred Warner realizes it, but he's not close enough, and it's just an absolute dart by the elite play right here by Matthew Stafford. Let it go, connected, boom, gets in, somersaults over Hufanga, and scores a touchdown. I mean, man, oh man, what an elite quarterback play that was by Matthew Stafford. Knew that Kyron was going to beat the other linebacker. Knew that if he gave it away too soon, Fred Warner was going to close in and possibly make a quick tackle or even break up the pass intercepted. But Stafford kept his eyes forward, didn't give it away, and then just threw a dart to Williams, who ran a fantastic Texas route there, that, outside, inside slant. And man, oh man, what a great score. And the Rams needed that desperately to get on the board right before halftime. So on the second most impactful play of the game, we're not too much later into the end of the first half, second quarter. 31 seconds left. Rams scored. kicked the ball off, and the 49ers were continuing to make good progress on offense, driving the football down the field, just like they had the other quarter and some change. And here they are, pushing to at least get a field goal attempt and maybe even score if they get some big chunk plays here or the next play. So, what do they end up trying to do here? We have a stop route, comeback. You have Ayuk in the middle bottom slot running an in route, or people like to call it a dig route. You have the tight end here running a post. You have Jennings running what I like to call, and many people like to call, a whip route. And he's going to be whipping his route inward. So he's going to go outward first and then whip it back in on the inside. And then you have the top receiver here running a streak go route. So that's what's happening offensively. Defensively, I believe the Rams are running combo coverage. Like, it seems that they enjoy doing that, or like to do that a bunch. And the combo here will be man on the bottom. So it's man Trey right here. I believe Kitchens, the safety, is, I know he's playing off, but realistically, to me, it looks like man here. Then the other side in that combo coverage, I believe, is cover 6, where you have multiple guys splitting one half of the field covering deep, and then you have another guy being responsible for the other half deep. So I believe here you have deep there, Quentin Lake bails deep here, and then you also see Durant also bail deep there, with everyone else playing underneath and obviously rushing the passer too. Okay, so as we let this thing go here, incredibly impactful play here by the Rams defense, as you'll see. So I'll let it go in slow-mo. You guys can see ball is snapped. Purdy, decent pocket, but if you notice right here, by all the chaos, you see Byron Young, second-year outside linebacker, beat the 49ers right tackle immediately and is starting to get pressure. And thankfully, because of that, Purdy is not able to complete the pass to Brandon Ayuk, who was going to be pretty dang open. As you can see right here, Brandon Ayuk is getting open. Even Jawan Jennings was pretty dang open on that whip route. And then also Brock Purdy was loading up to throw to that in dig route. But you see Byron Young is able to smack the ball out of Purdy's hands right as he's getting into his throwing motion, cause a fumble, and the Rams recover. What an impactful play that was by the Rams defense, as they had not been playing good up until that point. And what a game-saving play that was, as they go on to find out later in the game how important this was. But man, oh man, beat immediately, 49ers right tackle, great job by Byron, smacks the ball out, and Purdy fumbles, Rams recover, and gosh, what an impactful play. Saves the Rams from being down possibly 10 points, maybe even more if the Niners are able to keep moving the ball. But definitely a completed pass to Ayuk there would have put them in field goal range. And instead of being down 14 to 7.5, they were staring at probably a 17 to 7, or even worse at halftime. So impactful play there by second-year outside linebacker Byron Young, and a great job by the D tackles there to jump on that football and recover it. So here we are, third quarter, 5 minutes and 58 seconds, 3rd and 9 situation. Rams are down 7-21 at this point, and they're just trying to convert here, keep the drive going, and hopefully get some type of points to stay in the ball game. And here on this third impactful play of the game, you'll see that the Rams offense decides to run at the top. You have an in route. You have Williams, the running back, running a little motion outward to help the whole offense, quarterback, receivers, running back, see if it's man or zone. Man if somebody follows him, zone if nobody follows Williams. And then once he gets to his spot, he's going to be running a wheel route. You have the tight end here running an out. You have Johnson here running a streak go route. And then you also have Tutu Atwell, the bottom receiver, doing his own motion after Kyron to see if it's going to be man or zone, somebody follows him or not. And then once he gets to his spot, he's going to be running a shallow crossing route or a drag route across the field. And that's what happens there offensively. Now, defensively, I believe the 49ers here are running cover one man. And what it is here is that it's man, man there, man here. You have man on the top. You have Campbell, the running back, man with Williams. Hufanga being the only one up top there in this cover one man. And then you can see the 49ers defensive front. You have Warner lined up on the outside here, looking like he's going to rush. Bosa there on the outside. You have Hargrave. You have the other tackle. And you have this other outside edge. All lining up in very unique spots, trying to trick the offense. If someone's going to come, someone's not going to rush, dropping the coverage, trying to have a confusing look and, mess around with the Rams offense. But the Rams offensive line does a decent enough job holding up and giving Stafford enough time to make a quick decision and get rid of the football. So you see the quick little motion there by Kyron. You see, as I keep playing it here, you see the motion now by Tutu. You see that Tre'Davious Ward, the 49ers' best corner, follows him, number 7. Likely it's man. The play happens. Everyone is rushing practically. And man, oh man, Tre'Davious Ward is incredibly far away from Tutu Atwell. And what ends up happening here is that because of the traffic of the other routes that are coming in this direction, Tre'Davious Ward gets caught up in that traffic and is nowhere near Tutu to make a tackle and prevent this first down happening. But we got to give props to Tutu Atwell here because, man, oh man, this pass wasn't the best because the pressure was getting there and Stafford had to get rid of it. So Tutu had to juggle it, double catch it because the pass was behind him, snag it, and then he gets forward and gets the first down, which was pretty dang remarkable. As you can see there, Tre'Davious Ward in man-to-man is nowhere near close enough as he's getting caught up in all the routes running in front of him as he was playing pretty far off. But we let this thing go here more. Tutu gets it, turns upfield, gets an incredibly important first down, keeps the drive alive. But again, motion to help, see if it's man or zone. We get the man look that the Rams are probably looking for. Tre'Davious plays way too far off. Stafford throws it. As soon as he sees him open, Tutu makes a great catch, and then boom, you get a play like this. So great play recognition by the Rams offense. Good decision by Stafford. An even better catch by Tutu Atwell. And the Rams end up scoring later on this drive. What an impactful play this was to convert on this 3rd and 9 situation. Here on this 4th most impactful play of the game. 4th quarter, 12 minutes, 44 seconds left. 3rd and 1 situation as the Niners are in the red zone here, trying to make this lead a 2-score lead. Rams are down 14-21 at this point, and the Niners decide to run an outside zone run play to the left. And how does that look? Well, how they have it here is that you're going to get number 9 here, the outside receiver. He's going to have a motion across, and once he gets to this point, he's going to help lead block, zone block to the left. And in zone, typically you have linemen also area blocking to the left, whoever shows up in their area. And you have that here, including the tight end. So you have everyone area blocking. Receiver 18, blocking in front. And then use check the fullback. It's not going to be lead blocking to the left. He's going to be blocking the unblocked defender for the Rams, which is purposeful, which will be Michael Hoyt, the outside linebacker, as you want somebody blocking that guy just in case he's fast and zooms in and gets a tackle in the backfield, with Jordan Mason, the running back, getting the handoff and trying to find an area to hit and get some short yardage and convert there on this 3rd and 1 situation. Now, what are the Rams defense doing? because it is 3rd and 1 and because the 49ers have been running the ball pretty successfully up until this point in the game, you see the Rams defense in a goal line looking defensive formation. And why is that? Well, you have 4 true D tackles on the field. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's something the Rams typically don't do unless they're in a short yardage situation like this or they're near the goal line. So you have those 4. You have your typical outside edge rushers there, and then 1 corner, 2 corners, 1 safety, 2 safeties, and then 1 inside linebacker. Very goal line-esque defensive formation, short yardage defensive formation. So what ends up happening here? Well, I'll give it to you in slow-mo. As you can see, you have the motion across, ball is snapped. You see Juszczyk go to the right for the cutoff block, everyone else zone blocking, but you can see right here, 2nd-year D tackle, Kobe Turner, does a good enough job not getting blown up, not getting shoved back, but he dives at the knees of the offensive lineman there to cause a pile. And the goal of that is to hopefully have the running back run into that pile and not be able to go anywhere. Hopefully make the running back have to bounce outside or inside and somebody else can rally and make that tackle. So that's what he does there. And as we let this thing go even a little bit more, you can see that little mini pile there that he causes makes Mason have to bounce it out a little bit wider. As you can see, a little mini pile that's building there because of Turner causing it. You see Mason have to bounce it out a little bit more. Everyone's getting blocked, but the unblocked man here, Troy Reeder, middle linebacker for the Rams, does a fantastic job shooting the open gap and making a critical, impactful tackle to save the first down from happening. And what a great play by him. Boom, gets it, great wrap. Everyone's there to make sure that Mason can't escape. And all that is because Kobe Turner did not get beat at the point of attack. He causes a pile. And man, oh man, what a great job by Reeder. Seeing it, recognizing it, and then just attacking immediately to make the tackle. Great job by the Rams front in that short yardage situation. Not getting blown up, not getting beat, and then allowing the one inside linebacker in the field to read the open area and make a critical, impactful tackle on that. Game-saving tackle, some people would argue. Great job by them. Great job by Reeder. Great job by Turner. And what a great team defensive play this was to get a critical stop here in the 4th quarter. Here on this 5th most impactful play of the game in my eyes, 4th quarter, 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the ball game. This is literally right after the 49ers missed their 50-plus yard field goal attempt, and they got the ball turnover right at this spot. 1st and 10 situation, they're only down by 7, 17-24 is the score, and the Rams decide to run a play-action pass here. So what do they end up doing? You have Whittington, the inside receiver there, running a corner route. You have Robinson at the top running an in dig route. You have Colby Parkinson, the tight end, staying back to help pass block on this play action run fake. And then you have Kyron faking, staying home to help pass block. And then you have Tutu Atwell before the ball snapped, having a motion that they like to send him on most pass plays to free him up to either see if it's going to be man, if somebody follows him, zone, if nobody follows him over there. And then once he gets to his spot, he runs that deep go route or streak route, people like to call it. So, what are the 49ers doing on this play? Well, they're running cover 4. And cover 4 means that there's 4 people responsible to defending the deep area of the field. So, you have 1 quarter for that guy. Hufanga has another quarter. The safety has that quarter. And then once Tutu Atwell comes over on the motion, Chardavius Ward, the 49ers' best corner, backs up, and then he eventually covers his deep quarter of the field. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarters, of the field covered, cover 4, with everyone else obviously covering underneath in their zones. So, if we let this thing go here, what happens? We get the motion by Tutu before the ball is snapped. There you go. Nobody follows him. Probably zone coverage, and then the ball is hiked. You see Chardavius Ward back off. You get the run fake, drop back by Stafford, and then, as you guys can see, decent, pretty good pass protection to give Stafford some time. And then right here, you see Stafford loading up to throw this football to Tutu Atwell, who's not open right now at all on that deep go route. As Chardavius Ward is running with him pretty solid at this point. Chardavius Ward in that cover 4 scheme is responsible for that area of the field, making sure nobody gets past him deep. But Stafford says, screw it. I'm going to launch this thing as accurately and as far as I can to Tutu, because Tutu is an elite speedster who has the ability to run under this and catch this ball. So Stafford launches it. Tutu then turns on the jets. And as you can see, is running past the best corner for the 49ers and has an absolutely fantastic catch over the shoulder, tracking of the football to have an insanely impactful and important reception here on this first play for the Rams offense after the missed field goal. Man, oh man, what an impactful play that was by Matthew Stafford, Tutu Atwell, the Rams offense as a whole to strike fast right after the missed field goal. And they end up scoring later on this drive, but great protection and Stafford just having the trust to say, I'm going to let my speedster run under it. And man, oh man, Chardavius Ward, who is responsible deep for that part of the field, just flat out gets outran by Tutu Atwell. What a great job by the quarterback receiver on that play. And what an impactful play that was. Again, they scored later on this drive, tying the ball game up 24-24 right after this play. So here we are, 6th most impactful play of the game. 4th quarter, 1 minute, 2 seconds left. This is not long after the Rams tied it up, 24-24. 49ers are in a 3rd and 10 situation here, trying to extend the drive or at least get close enough so their kicker can have another field goal attempt to win the game for them. So what did the 49ers decide to do here? Well, they decide to pass the ball. And we'll start at the top. Receiver runs an out and up. So he's going to fake the out route and then jet upfield. Use check the fullback, running back, tight end hybrid who plays everything is in the play here in the backfields. But instead of blocking, they're going to send him out to the flats. You're going to have this tight end in the slot running out. You're going to have Jennings, who had been killing them all day in the passing game in the slot, run a stop comeback route. And then Brandon Ayuk running an in route, or a dig route, people like to call it. So what did the Rams decide to do to cover this up in the 3rd and 10 situation? Well, they're in their dime package. And real quick, what the dime package is when you have 6 defensive backs on the field. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 DBs, you're in your dime package there. And what did they decide to do in this dime package? Well, they're going to be running cover 1 man robber. And what is that? So you're going to get man, linebacker man with the running back, man up top. And then you're going to have Cameron Curl, who is this safety at the bottom here. He's going to be robbering to the inside. And that is what robber coverage is where you have a safety that's playing up top, come underneath to cover the exposed area of the defense. That is what robber coverage is. And then the one in this cover 1 man robber is Cameron Kitchens, who's going to be rotating to the middle of the field to have everything deep. So you have that going on. And what does end up happening on this play, if we'll let this go, and I'll give you a little slow-mo here. Ball is snapped. Again, you see the cover 1 man. You see Curl robbering inside. You see Kitchens rotating up top. Everyone's in man-to-man. But, man, oh Oh man, speaking of that, you have the tight end here running pretty dang wide open. As you can see, rookie undrafted free agent McCullough, who is playing the dime linebacker spot in place of an injured John Johnson, is getting caught up in the traffic of the other routes, and he's nowhere near the tight end who is his man on this play. But Brock Purdy does not see him on this play. And luckily, what he's looking at on this is all the green turf and the open area for him to possibly run and scramble for a first down, or make it a more manageable 4th and short, or maybe he even gets the first down and continues the drive. So if we let this thing go some more here, you see that he's open. He sees the green grass and says, screw it, I'm gonna run. But at the same time, you see Rams 2nd round pick, rookie defensive tackle Braden Fisk, have great awareness, spin back around, and is able to make the tackle on Brock Purdy, preventing him from getting any positive yardage. Boom, tackles him, and the 49ers end up having to punt on this play here. What a fantastic job there by Braden, who's rushing, spins, but then realizes, uh-oh, Purdy's been killing us all day. I got to get back and cut him off, and he does exactly that. But no doubt about it, the tight end was open at the bottom of the screen, everyone. And if Brock Purdy would have saw that, I mean, that would have been an easy first down for the tight end. Pitch and catch, he gets upfield, and the drive continues. So Purdy missing that, Braden being aware and tracking down Purdy when he wanted to take off, probably saved this game from the 49ers winning it there. What an impactful play there by Braden Fisk, and an impactful play by Brock Purdy, not seeing the open tight end there, which, again, I think would have been an easy first down completion. Man, oh man, what a game-saving play that was for the Rams. And this Rams defense, who have made plays to keep the team in it after a rough start early in the game. So here we are, the final impactful play of the game in my eyes. 4th quarter, 55 seconds left, literally right after Braden Fisk made that, borderline game-saving tackle, you could argue, on Brock Purdy, keeping him from scrambling for a first down or even getting more yardage on that 3rd down play right before. Tie ball game, 24-24. Rams are going to have a chance to do something on offense with the 49ers punting this ball away. So what ends up happening here? Well, we'll let this thing go. And as you can see, decent protection, ball gets punted, and they're doing a punt to the left. So you can see Xavier Smith there returning for the Rams, who is an undrafted player, who is not officially on the roster to start the season. He was a practice squad player who was called up for this game because of all the injuries to the offense, and especially the receiver position with no Nakua and no Cup, who are pretty hurt right now. So he's there, getting his opportunity, the first time he's ever touched the football in a regular season game outside of preseason action. Crazy. So there he is, fielding it, and he's done a decent job in the preseason with returns, with his limited opportunities at receiver, and no fair catch. Let's see what he can do. So he gets it. And as you can see here, there's a lot of 49ers tacklers who are pretty unblocked for the most part, that are going to have a chance to get Xavier Smith down. But the key missed tackle here is this gunner right here, who has a shot to at least hit, trip up, slow down Xavier Smith. But he ends up going for the kill shot. And that was a wrong decision on this agile punt returner, Xavier Smith. So as you go here, goes for the kill, misses it. Xavier makes a miss. Gets upfield, and Xavier Smith, having the absolute best awareness possible on this play, chooses to bounce it to the outside. instinctually, I believe. Because you can see here all the 49er red that is on that side of the screen or that side of the field. He knows, if I can just bounce it to the outside, I only got to beat a couple of Niner defenders, and I'm pretty dang fast. I think I can outrun majority of them. And he does. So we let this thing go a little bit more. No blocks in the back, no holding, no nonsense going on. And as he starts to bounce it, this last 49ers defender maybe has a chance, but he's not fast enough to make the arm tackle to slow down Smith. As we keep going, boom, cuts it, and then there he goes. No holds, no block in the backs, clean return, and just an absolute breakdown by the 49ers punt coverage there. The gunner overshoots it, goes for the kill shot, misses. They lose contain, and then Xavier Smith, being an agile speedster, gets to the outside and has an insanely important and impactful play, setting up the Rams with an opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal, which they do, and complete the comeback. Man, oh man, what a game this was. Crazy plays throughout the game. Rams were looking down for a majority of that first half, but made some impactful, important plays, as I showcased to you guys today, and were able to complete the comeback on their arch rival, the 49ers. Crazy, 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 but what a fun game this was to break down with you guys. And gosh, sometimes special teams will do it for you, and it's no different on this play. Undrafted practice squad player elevated makes the final impactful play of the game here for the Rams. Awesome.